Hi everyone, I am Magdala Ramirez. I come from the Maya Mexica tradition, and today we're gonna be talking about all the situations that it is going on everywhere in the world, as well as your families, as well as everywhere around you. And it is very, very important for you to choose love and embrace that love. What is going on? We are in this wave. This wave is Coatl. Means a snake in our calendar Azteca. And you have the good snake and the bad snake. And the good snake, it is talking about the portals, those wormholes that are so much interconnected with your own consciousness. You are the one who's activating those portals. And the way that you are doing it, it is by raising your consciousness and realizing that you are inside of this hologram and need to choose a different version, a higher version. It is very important that you choose love in your life. It is these situations that it is going on in your families and all these commotions of resentments or things that happens way back and right now are coming up in order for you to resolve it. And in order to resolve it, it is not about those resentments, about those feelings of separation, but understanding love in a higher manner and to bring it forward, this part of you that recognize that you are love. A lot of the spiritual work that the people is doing right now, you really call upon that part of you that knows how to do this. And the truth is that there is inside of you, in those genetics, in this place where you do recognize that true human being in you that truly knows how to do this, how to navigate in these transition times. Right now, it is very important to recognize all your skills and all this power. You are the daughter, you are the son of the Great Mother. And by not being afraid of love, by becoming who you are, love, it is really creating a very different reality. You must remember that all the relations are happening inside of you. When you think about people that it is your relatives, you can feel that energy, different kinds of energy. Some it is about memories and situations that you have passed through, but there are some other energies about it that recognize that those energies are inside of you. Everyone, it is your other you. And that other you, it is how you relate with it. The new world, it is about how do you relate with each other? How do you relate with the environment? But the most important is how do you relate with yourself? Healing and integrating all these aspects of yourself, it is imperative at this time. You helping you. You are your higher self. The idea of your higher self, it is within you. And through that higher self, you can see all these lower selves and recognize what they want. When you talk to your lower selves, everyone has a justification why they exist. They are hooked in different realities. They are hooked sometimes in memories that, or situation or experiences that happens long, long time ago. And through that higher self, you are able to jump into those places, into those realms that happens long time ago, and help that broken heart and put it together. And it is you helping you. Memories are very, very interesting because if you think what is going to happen tomorrow, immediately an image comes into being. If you think about what happened yesterday, it is an image that it comes into being. So how can you have memories from the future? How can you understand this place in you? The truth is that the true human being in you is not bounded by time. You can see the things from that future back. Why? Because there is a part of you that it is already sending messages to this other you. And those messages are very, very important to comprehend. I know that it can be very trippy, yet when you get that understanding, when you can see the things from the future back, it really creates a very different reality. Of course, what it is in the equation too is the many possibilities. But the awareness of the many possibilities, it really creates a very different way of consciousness. Erase your consciousness. Every possibility has different path. The path is very, very unique. Yet there is a part of that beautiful tree of life that all the paths are interconnected. Means that all these versions of yourself living in different realities, they are in perfect communication with each other. And it is your job to understand that communication. So when you see it from the future back, you are also establishing a communication that you have with your future self. Just in the same way of you have this idea about your higher self. You see, your higher self, it is you. It is another version of you. And you think, well, it's more pure, it is higher, understanding, it is all these things. And yes, you're right. That is through the perspective of the lower self. Yet they're one and the same when you come together to yourself. It is the time that you help you. It is the time that you are able to identify those parts in you that it is really helping you. Like, what is it? What is all those maybe resentments or unfinished business or situations in your life that you think, well, that already is past and gone. Yet the love is eternal. You are eternal. The part that it is gone in all those situations is only through that third dimensional reality. But what you're here, what you're doing in here, it is learning about love. And the shortcut that I'm telling you is that you are love with many, many, many directions, many ways of love. If you feel hurt in your life, or you went against you in one way or the other, it is the time for you to heal those places. Don't sabotage yourself. Become your very, very, very best friend ever. Through that very, very best friend, it is how you are able to reach yourself and integrate yourself. For you are being integrated into a higher realm. These transition times, it is hard for the people because you have one foot in one world and you have the other foot in the next world. And you need to decide where you're going to put your 2 feet, where you're standing. When you choose love, it is always a good thing because that love is going to take you into the right path. When you make your choices based on that love that you are, and that love that it is for the highest good of everyone, and then you put the first step, everything appears in such a beautiful, beautiful manner. Because you're thinking about love, because you're feeling that love, because you recognize that you are love. So those wormholes that it is appearing inside of you, it is your many possibilities. And as you choose your version of yourself that you want to do, it really creates a very different reality. We do have many episodes that we talk about that reality. What it means, that reality. A reality that only you can see it. A reality that it is you, the one that it is launching it. And nobody can see that reality but you. Nobody can walk your path. Your path is absolutely so unique, and yet we all are dancing together. Interconnected. You're not alone. Yet only you can walk your path. Your connection with the one that created you. It is very, very unique. Nobody can do that for you. Only you can choose to do that or not. You are being guided into that beautiful new world that it is inside of you. Like the Christ says, the kingdom of heaven is inside of you and all around you. That means that perception of reality can get into that beautiful point. And launching that reality, it is imperative at this time. The ancestors, they call it the world of the enchanted flower. For the Christian was that kingdom of heaven. For Vikings, it was the Valhalla. In India, they call it the Shambhala. There is many, many, many traditions that they call it in different ways. But what is this world and how do you get in there? You get in there because of love. And this is the original realm for the true human being. That recognition that you do live in a world of oneness. That recognition of this transparency that you have within yourself, no more hidden agendas. That you can actually see people around you without any judgment. Judgment, it only creates separation. But if you understand what and where and what is it in their choices, it really helps you to hold on into the love that you are. We're going to be entering soon in the times of the solstice, winter solstice, and I just really, really love this solstice because that's the longest night, and that is when you truly go deep inside of you and ask yourself, what do you really want? Who are you? From that solstice, the light is going to begin to come into the world. And you depend on the world. You depend on the planet. You depend on Gaia. So when you set your intentions, when you set your mind bonded with your heart, it really creates a big, big difference. When you ask of what you want and what is it really within yourself in this time and space, and then in Solstice make a little ceremony for you and your family, everybody gathering together and making ceremony, it really creates a big, big difference. Means that you're choosing a path, and you're choosing a path of love consciously, making the things consciously. Right now it's very important because that is what it raises your vibration. Yes, we are into so many movements as a human being, and so many things going on in the world, in your families, in your country maybe. But the most important is what it is going on inside of you. And here is what I am truly telling you from my heart. Choose love. Love, it is the connection. Love, it is that beautiful portal that you're opening, especially in this time and space. Choose to bring a new way to relate with each other. You're relating with your other you. Tlatsokomati for your work. We have a school online precisely in Solstice. We start a new trimester, and I am inviting you. Check my website, magdalas.com. That is MAGDALAS.com. And download today our new app, Messages from the Great Mother. For she wants to communicate with you. Those synchronicity that comes through that app is truly amazing. Happy solstice. I love you all so much. Here I am, and I am your other you. Tlatsokomate, tlatsokomate, tlatsokomate.